Hello! So, I'm here to talk about my latest watercolour project, and I have a photograph. So, I went to this Japanese village called Akitsuki, and it was very nice. But on the way back, I took this photo, and this was the scene that I liked the most out of all the things I saw. So I know that sounds maybe a bit strange, but there you go. It's just, I love this cloud and the orange glow. I think that's very beautiful. So what I did was my first sketch on some cheap paper, and I used a lot of white gouache here, or white titanium paint, and to create a kind of soft or hazy effect. So for a first attempt, I was quite happy with this. So then my next one, ta-da! So maybe this is a bit better. Actually, no. This is my next one. Sorry. So this is my next one. So I used the titanium white again, and I'm not too sure about that, but I like the look of the trees here and the sky. I think that looks pretty good. So I'm not too sure about this though. So that was the next one I did. And I went quite big with the trees. Okay, and then this one was the next one, I think. So I quite like the field in this one. And the trees and so on are okay. It's not too bad. So after that, I did a lot of practicing at trying to paint this field. And I thought that I have to do the middle very light, like a yellow ochre, and then around there, around that, maybe some brilliant orange, and then gradually moving into burnt umber and then purple, and that looked very nice. And I did a lot of spraying and stuff like that, so that was an experiment. Okay, and then I had another go. So I don't know if I really, I tried to create the glow on the field and not do like that misty effect using white, titanium white. So I'm not too happy with this one. And also I was trying to get these distant trees to look more orangey, but that didn't work. I do like this blue and orange in the cloud though. I think that's good. So yeah, a lot of failures. And then, so I did get a bit depressed, to be honest. And then when I did this field, I was so happy. I think that looks great. So it maybe doesn't look quite natural. I think also I made the trees a bit smaller, and that gives it a more epic feeling, because it looks the sky looks so much bigger. It's not crowded out or boxed in by big trees and stuff like that. So it all looks a bit more open. But the thing that made me really happy was this field. So that was done by, like I said, this, like following that experiment, yellow ochre here, then it became orange, and then a kind of burnt umber, and then not exactly purple, but a dark, very dark colour here and here. And then what I did was I did a lot of splatter using brilliant orange. And then after that, I used a brush with just pure water on it and did some lines, and it ended up looking pretty good. So you can see where I used just pure water. So I'm really happy with that. And maybe this was the one I did before that. So I did a lot. I'm not happy with the mountain on this one. This one, the mountain's better, but it's a bit faint. Yeah, so that one was really good. And then this was on some cheaper watercolour paper, just experimenting again with this field. So I'm not too crazy about the sky, but this field effect is really beautiful. And I was so happy when I achieved that. So happy about that. Okay, and then I did another one, bigger size, and this failed. This is a failure. Yeah, look at that. That's so embarrassing. Yeah, it went wonky. So I'll definitely throw this one away. But I was experimenting with wiping out, using a tissue, the paint on the field to give that kind of hazy light effect that you get when the sun's low down. That sun is too high. So that was a failure. But I do like this. I painted the tree a dark colour and then I dropped in some brilliant orange. And sometimes it goes wrong, but if it goes right, then you get that lovely effect of like a tree catching the glow from the sun. Oh no! You see everything. And then I had another go and this was better. So yeah, I'm quite happy with this one. Maybe the clouds look too identical, just smaller in size. So that's a weak point. The cloud looks nice, but that smaller one I did was better. And the mountain looks quite good, and trees are not bad, and the field is good. So I'm quite happy with this one. Yeah. And then finally, I went big. Okay, hopefully I don't yank the earphones out of my ears here. Okay, so I went big, and as you can see, I did this wiping out of pigment on the field, but I think it worked. I spent ages painting this field. I'm not sure if it worked as well as the smaller one I did, but I still think this is a very powerful painting. I think the sky especially, I'm really drawn into that sky and the way it catches the light here and that mountain in the distance. I think those elements work really well. Again, the clouds are not quite repetitive, but almost. And I think the field does work, but this is a really big painting. So there you go. That's my latest painting project. And now I'm on to my next one. And my next one is this. So when I was in that Japanese village, I saw this scene and I quite like it. It's sunlight coming through the trees and there's this beautiful yellow glow, and there's also this yellow glow on the path. So I'm trying to capture this effect and I am struggling, but I will persevere and in a week or two do another video about that. So I hope you enjoyed that, and if you're an artist and you're struggling, keep at it and enjoy it as much as possible. And if you're like someone who likes paintings, then I hope you found that enjoyable. So bye for now, and thanks for watching.